Cooking is my specialty. Getting dirty in the kitchen like ODB. Turning these groceries into delicacy. The Carolina cook got the recipe. The Carolinas, liners. I'm an iron chef.
I practice my culinary arts in church shoes, so that I don't get caught slipping.
It's the Carolina Cook cooking the Carolinas. On this episode of the Carolina Cook Show, I will be making rice. That is a Japanese omelet rice dish, typically served with chicken rice. So I'm gonna start by prepping my veggies. I already have some rice cooked up over there, off camera. And I got a little knob of ginger here. And I'm gonna go ahead and finely chop this ginger. All right, so that's my ginger, green onion for garnish, sweet onion, carrots, tricolor bell peppers, orange, red, green, yellow. Wait, that's not tricolor, that's more than 3. So I got quad color peppers here, red, orange, green, and yellow. Okay, now I have some chicken strips here. Gonna make sure they're nice and dry. We're gonna kind of stir fry these, so you don't want too much moisture. Now when you look at these chicken strips, look at these chicken strips. You'll see that they have like a little white membrane or tendon in there. You want to get rid of that when you cut your chicken. You don't want that in the rice. That's really chewy. See, you want to remove that from the chicken. It's like a long white strip. Alright, and I got some mushrooms here, y'all. I'm going to chop these mushrooms up. We're going to put that in the chicken rice as well. Alright, y'all, so I'm getting my wok nice and coated with the oil, because we get ready to add that. We get ready to add that chicken. Alright, I've heated the chicken with a little seasoning when y'all wasn't looking. I'm pretty sure I did this a little backwards, y'all. Go ahead and add our onions. I should have did that first. Peppers, carrots, ginger, mushrooms. Put some minced garlic in there. All right, so you don't want pink chicken. The chicken is thoroughly cooked now. Now I'm gonna add some ketchup and some soy sauce. Adding about 4 tablespoons of ketchup. Make that 5. With some soy sauce. Now normally I would do stir-fried rice with cold day-old rice. But with this dish, it calls for cooked rice. All right, so we're gonna place some of this rice into a mold. Then we're gonna put that rice on a plate. And we're gonna shape it into the shape of an omelet. Like so.
I know it looks more like a football, but trust me, this is the shape of the omelet.
All right, y'all, so I got some eggs here. Because with this dish, if this is your first time doing this dish, you're gonna need a lot of eggs, man, before you get it right.
In most cases, the more eggs, the better. So I'm using 5 eggs for 1 omelet.
Just add a little salt to these eggs. A little pepper. Gonna add a little milk. All right, now I'm gonna run these eggs through a strainer. That way they're nice and, smooth and velvety.
This is not a crucial step because adding the milk will give you the desired effect.
This is where the class becomes advanced. Gonna add some butter to the skillet. You want a non-stick skillet. You don't really want a skillet this big, but all right, when you see that egg run across there and cooks, you know it's ready. Let's go ahead and drop that egg on there.
All right, so what you're doing is scrambling your eggs. You're keeping the eggs moving over the heat. And you making sure that your edge is cooked. Then you remove it from the heat.
Lean that pan over, and we're gonna start folding the omelet.
You'll see some chefs tapping the skillet so that the omelet doesn't stick to the skillet.
We're gonna give it a flip. And that's it, y'all. That's your omelet. We're just gonna add that omelet to the top of that rice.
This omelet is still cooking, so you want to transfer it over to the rice as quick as possible. That way, when you cut it down the middle, it drops. So get a sharp knife, gently cut it without cutting through the other side. Then fold it back and it'll spread over your rice. All right, if you know how to make gumbo, this next part should be easy.
Now we're gonna make the sauce to go on here. Let's add some butter. Add a little flour. And we're gonna stir that and make a roux. You wanna keep that roux moving. You don't wanna let it sit. You don't want it to burn. All right, that roux is nice and brown now, a little dark. Turn the heat down a tad bit. We're gonna add some Worcestershire sauce.
If you don't want to make the sauce, you can buy a demi-glazed sauce from the Japanese market, or you can use ketchup.
Oyster sauce. A little ketchup. A little honey. And even though that honey is supposed to act as a sweetener, I'm still gonna add a little sugar. And you're supposed to add a little beef broth, but I don't have any beef broth, so I'm gonna use water. So we're gonna let this sauce cook and thicken a little bit. Now, whatever you gotta do to make this sauce your own, do that. All right, that's ready. Gonna go ahead and add it to the rice and the omelet, and we're done.
And there it is, y'all. Rice, or Japanese rice omelet, topped with the demi-glaze sauce and garnished with green onions. A lot of people are skeptical about this dish because they think the eggs are raw, but the eggs will continue to cook. And on the inside of it, you got your nice veggies and your chicken. And, of course, the rice.
Woo, woo, woo. Yo, that's a nice, quick, simple meal right there for breakfast, brunch, or dinner. I will be washing that down with some Minute Maid Tropical Punch. I am the Chef-a-Dent of the United States. When I'm not in the Oval Office, I'm in the Oval Kitchen. Thank y'all for watching. See you next time. You out.